Hi guys, Jessica Ruffin and NBC Sports' Steve Letarte here for some NASCAR Fantasy Fastlane. Steve, we saw Kyle Busch get his third straight win of the season, but he's been one of the drivers that we've been concerned about in terms of usage. So heading into the 10th race of the year, we're going to take a look at some of your usage.
So when you look at my usage, Hamlin and Boyer both with 5 starts left. I feel pretty good about that because they haven't dominated the mile and a half. I think I'll use those two drivers later in the year, but Harvick, while I did use some starts, he won every time I had him in, so I feel good about my uses for Kevin Harvick as well.
Now, I want to specifically ask you about one of your uses, Joey Logano. We know that Team Penske has an excellent restrictor plate program, and we know that he's pretty good at Talladega, so do you plan on putting him in anyway?
So Joey Logano is my garage driver at Talladega. I'll review how he's running early in the race, and if he's scoring inside the top 10 in those, at least in the first stage, and looking like it in the second stage, I'll put him in, and then, like I used to on top of the pit box, just cross my fingers and hope the final stage goes well.
That's Talladega though, right?
Well, it really is, and I think of every race you watch this year when it comes to fantasy, Talladega perhaps is the most important one to really pay attention when it comes to that garage driver.
I know you said you want to try and conserve some of those uses, but do you have any must-starts heading in?
Well, Brad Keselowski. When I look at Brad Keselowski's number at Talladega, he is head and shoulders above the rest of the field. You know, he's won 3 of the last 7, and he's always in the running. So Brad will be in my lineup. I expect him to run up front at the checkered flag.
All right, to get a few more of your picks, we're going to do rapid fire, 1 lap around Talladega. Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon is a questionable. I think I'm going to see their approach in practice, but his restrictor plate racing is decent, and hopefully he can avoid the accident, which is going to be the key.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., I'm a coin flip. He's had so much success there that eventually your luck kind of runs out, so I might avoid Stenhouse as well.
Trevor Bayne.
Trevor Bayne, man, I don't know about Trevor Bayne. I think he might end up, just because I'm avoiding Ricky Stenhouse Jr., I want to have one of the Roush Fords in there.
With Matt Kenseth coming in with the number 6 part-time, you know, you've got 10 races with Trevor and you've got 10 races with Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, so usage isn't going to be an issue. It's just going to be that gut Sunday morning decision.
Last one, Paul Menard.
Paul Menard is absolutely going to be in my lineup. Driving those Fords that Logano and Keselowski are so successful with, I think he's going to be near the front. He'll be a contender for points.
It is tricky to strategize Talladega, but you do have experience strategizing it. You know, you've been crew chief for Jeff Gordon and Dale Jr., both who have won at Talladega or Daytona, one of the two. So what are the keys to getting around a place like this?
Well, so you would think Talladega is all about just having the fastest car and getting lucky in the draft, but I don't really believe as much in luck. Perhaps that you get caught up in something you didn't cause as an accident may be lucky, but the race winner will come out of the front 2 or 3 rows on those final restarts. So you have to worry on strategy. You're going to have to see drivers manage tires. 2 tires is going to happen a lot. You're not going to see a lot of 4-tire pit stops, and crew chiefs are going to have to work for that track position early because the game's going to start being played well before halfway.
Well, it's certainly a wild card for many of us heading into the race weekend, and you guys too, so be sure to set your lineups, check your lineups, and tune into the race Sunday, 2 p.m. on Fox.